What's up, Steemit.com? Brian Phobos here. It is July 23rd of 2016. It is good to be on Steemit.com. So they opened up the floodgates, letting new people on. I think about 1,000 people signed up already since they opened it back up. What does that mean for us, who are already on the platform? It's a good question. I think that there's definitely an opportunity to make money off of posts that are teaching new people how to do certain things on there, and so that's always going to be, I think there's always going to be a market for that, of like helping and teaching new users, because just on any platform, I mean, look at YouTube. There's a whole, people have like entire channels that they're making a lot of money off of just consulting and teaching people of how to build YouTube channels and what the correct ways to get your posts seen and all this kind of stuff. So whole businesses are built around social media and just being seen on them and stuff. And Steemit.com is not going to be any different. I've already made some money off of some things that I've experienced in the week that I've been on there. Today's like day 7 or something for me, which seems crazy. It really seems crazy. It seems like I've been on there longer in some respects. And then thrown in there was a period of time, if you look back through my post or been following me, where I didn't sleep for 40 hours because I had to go down to Sierra Vista and install some servers and all this other stuff. So the whole thing's been crazy, but then I was still trying to post. I mean, that's how excited I am about this. And if you're just tuning in, or if you're just got signed up and you're skeptical of this, I mean, I understand why you would be skeptical. You're seeing these payouts on these videos, and you're just thinking what the heck, how does somebody make that much money and all that kind of stuff. I understand it is important for you to be skeptical, but I'm not recommending that people necessarily put money into it up front. I've never bought any Steam and then injected it into sort of basically gain more power in the system yet. Now I have had Steam dollars and then converted them to Steam and then powered up, but I've also taken Steam dollars and I've transferred them over to the exchange, exchanged them for Bitcoin, and then cashed out a little bit. I cashed out $200, and in my mind, the way I looked at it was, I started with nothing, just the $3 or the $10 worth of Steam power. Just started with that, like everybody has in their account when they start, and then started building from there. Started posting, started commenting, started upvoting, just kind of seeing what would work, starting to gain a strategy, watching other people who have been in it for a week or two before me. It actually kind of blows my mind. It's just I probably found out about the thing 8 or 9 days ago, started reading into it, and then I was like, whoa, this is interesting, and dove in and just was hooked. And there's other people like me too that are out there just going ham on this. They're going ham and they're bringing home the bacon. So I haven't achieved crazy status yet, but still a minnow, and just trying to get the dolphin status. If you're new and you don't know what that is, it's kind of a loose terms. If you're new, you're kind of a minnow, and then you build up some, and you got some power in the system. Then you're kind of a dolphin, and then the big dogs, the ones, the founders and stuff like that. People have millions of dollars in Steam, or have millions of dollars worth of Steam power. Those are whales. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to get, the thing is, I don't want to get on these videos and get so excited for you guys and be oh my god, Steemit.com, oh my god, everybody's gonna get rich, because it almost it starts to sound like kind of the way multi-level marketers sound. They're all talking about, I'm going to be making $30,000 a month and blah, 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 all this shit. And it's just a lot of it's false income claims. A lot of it's just pure BS. A lot of these people at the top of MLM structures are just fabrications by the company, all this kind of stuff. And it is statistically proven that 99% of people in multi-level marketing are not profitable. That's a statistic that is proven time and time again. And so I don't want you guys to think that I'm sort of like pitching Steemit.com kind of like people pitch that. They get like super excited. You can say nothing bad about it, all this stuff. And it is kind of tough because a lot of times when you do look around on Steemit.com, everybody's super positive and they're not bashing on it. There are some people that are kind of like, I don't think it's going to work, and all that stuff. But the majority of stuff you're seeing is like super positive. And it's genuine. That's the thing. Like right now, the payouts are so high. You have to understand, like, there's a couple reasons for that. If you think about the work that you're doing as far as blogging, upvoting, and commenting, right now, imagine that's your mining power. Like if you were like a Bitcoin miner, like that's your mining power, is like your ability to blog and do all this stuff. Well, right now the difficulty is like super low in comparison to where the price got. And when I say that is the difficulty is low because there's not as many people on the platform as there's gonna be. I can tell you that. Like gates just opened, people are flooding in. More people are gonna join this. The whole thing's going viral. People are just, and it's hard for me. Like, I mean, I'm getting bogged down, like telling some of my friends about it. And this was even like yesterday or the day before when the thing wasn't open back up. And it's just like, I mean, not to be like rude to them, but like when it was closed down and I didn't know like when the thing was going to open back up, I didn't have time to be like telling them how the system works, when they weren't going to be able to get on anyway. But like just me even giving like a little bit of a hint about it or saying a couple things about it, they were just like, dude, I want to get on that. And they don't know anything about crypto, so there's going to be a lot of education, potentially ramped up. But I mean, they can get on there now and start going and stuff like that. And I think it will eventually change the dynamic. Once more people, you're going to see the sophistication level rise. Just like on YouTube. When I first got on YouTube, you could have like crappy quality video. It was, at the time it wasn't HD, like you couldn't upload HD video to YouTube. And then the platform evolved, and then the content creators evolved, and then it was like, shit, I don't know if you went through that with YouTube, where suddenly the production became like super professional, and you're like, whoa, like these guys are in a studio. Have you ever seen like epic rap battles of history, that kind of stuff, or College Humor? That's another. It's just legit companies, creating the content, and they're, it's their full-time job. It's not just like little Billy at home, like popping his camera on, or Brian here in his pool. But anyway, you guys get the gist. It's the content quality is going to go like way up. And I uploaded a video the other day. Like I literally only had my cell phone, and I had to do a video real quick. And my cell phone, the video that it was taken was garbage. And I was just like, screw it. And I freaking uploaded it, just driving in the car while I was in the server room at first, because I had to do the three servers that I had to install. So I just did like a quick, little intro, and was like, oh, I'm working on this stuff. And that video quality was terrible. And then I was in the car, like, my battery ended up dying and all this other stuff. So I kind of had a thing on that, where it died. And then me driving home a little bit and told a little story about Cochise, what's an Indian chief. And the video quality was, like I said, it was garbage. Like it was like worse than the stuff I used to post on YouTube back in 2008 on some of my YouTube channels. And I made like $40 off that post. So if you're worried about like, oh, you're not a graphic designer, or you're not this or that, man, just start posting stuff. Just start posting stuff. And if you're thinking, well, what am I going to post? Just anything. Just talk about yourself, talk about the places you've traveled to. If you're an artist, post that stuff. If you're into sports, talk about, your experiences with sports. Anything. Just start posting. I'm telling you, right now, the amount that you can get paid off of this platform for the amount of views that you're getting is just ridiculous. Like the conversion rate is ridiculous. For instance, there was a chick, she did a makeup tutorial, and then you know, it was like, I don't know, you looked at it, it was like the video had like 100 views or something, and it was saying that her video made like $27,000 or something. And then she just posted a new video where she took it to the streets and promoted it, which props to her. You know, she's out there hustling. You know, she's out there like doing stuff that other people aren't doing on the platform. And you know,